Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. We're in Act 2 right now. 21% of the way through the game.
At midnight each.
I don't know why it always does that. Okay. We have a lot of people to talk to, but we have finished already with Mariana. So it's all downhill from here. Let's move on to, I guess, Nathan. The Mr. Loop. Mr. Loop-de-Loop. We have to find out where he was on Valentine's Day and what's up with him. Hello.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
Hannah? Hannah's clothes?
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I've decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
My favorite season is autumn.
I thought you'd be an autumn person.
Boom.
That means you're supposed to be grounded and productive. And you like your space.
Oh yeah. Perfect. Okay. Shaky loop incident. Even though he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to talk about it. Where were you on Valentine's Day?
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. It does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph.
Epitaph?
We walk alone without our angel.
I see. Angel?
I'm not religious, but when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone.
Walk alone?
I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else?
Yes, you should look.
Okay, fine. I'll try. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, though. Just sign up to Tinder and start swiping. Maybe it's just company I'm missing. Although I don't really want any.
Tinder is bullshit and they are all whores and I hate it. Okay. Alright.
I was at Henley Church.
Henley Church. Alright, here we go. What were you do? Oh, we already. Why do I have to ask about the church? We know what the church is.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature.
Ooh.
Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
Ooh. Ooh. A creature?
It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of the ocean.
See.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
I think you might have something to do with his murder.
Yeah, I did get a call from him. He was rambling on about something to do with hypnosis. My mind literally switched off. It must have been good though,
Literally?
because that was one of those nights when I slept through to the next day.
Hypnosis?
Yeah, Dr. Dekker and his hypnosis. One of his many therapeutic methods to unravel our problems. I'm not up for it with you though, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, let's get the hint train rolling. Let's talk about Dr. Dekker.
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me, if that's even a thing.
How did he curse you?
Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
Stay away from Tinder and talk to Mariana. Okay. What kind of advice?
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since. Which one do you think's best?
Why do you have to set fire to anything? I don't know. The photographs.
Photographs it is then. I'll let you know how it goes.
I mean, it's therapeutic to move on, I guess. Okay, we got the orange. That was easy. He's gonna burn the photographs.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
I feel like I already asked about this. Yeah. Nope. Let's see here. Hannah, closed, loop, burn, ash. No. Interesting. Oh. What season do you like?
I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah, just the two of us. That's paradise.
Let's see. How did Hannah die? What happened to Hannah? Did you kill Hannah? Were you sleeping? Dr. Dekker. Okay. Let's see.
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. Just
Almost?
the clothes. I've decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
Almost all of her stuff. Damn it. It's gonna be some stupid question that's really obvious that there's no reason I would actually ask, but I need to ask. Okay. What charity did Hannah donate her clothes to?
Hannah was forever giving to charity. Her things, her time, our money. I actually suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker mentioned called Mind Stretch Outreach.
That's a cult front, if I've ever heard one.
Mindstretch Outreach arranges programs for gifted children. It's for poor, clever kids who can't afford private education. It's not much of a charity, I guess, but it certainly ends up with a lot of clever people who are thankful to the people running it. Which, in this case, is Dr. Dekker.
Oh, oh, oh. Dr. Dekker ran Mindstretch Outreach?
I think Dr. Dekker set up Mindstretch Outreach so that he could influence the minds of children at an early age, getting them to believe they could be anything they wanted to be. Since his death, it's been disbanded. No more minions of Dr. Dekker.
Ooh, minions.
It just felt like he was growing this child army of intelligentsia.
Wow, that's a word. Okay, what else you got for me? Did Dr. Dekker and Hannah know each other?
Hannah never met Dr. Dekker. She did donate to his charity once, though.
Okay. So all we have is this hello.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a
He's
shaky
talking
loop
about
incident,
bullshit.
but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward.
Okay. Incident. Loop, fire, burn, ash, day, forward, Hannah, close, death. No. That trick might not work every time. Because I feel like that hit this. Yeah, so that means it's hitting some specific word, stopping there, and going to that clip. So I don't think it's parsing every word, because you can't play multiple clips. Why fire? Why did you burn? Why did that move the day forward? Why did you want to move the day forward? Well, he always wants to. I should ask about his mother. What? How's your mother?
She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
You asshole! Stupid game. How did your mother die?
She stopped breathing. I don't know. I was 6. Something to do with her lungs.
Okay. Well, that was a separate green thing, so I guess we had to do that. How would I ever know? I guess they said hints are required. It's an odd game system, but I suppose. How's your father? Why specifically his mother? He's never mentioned either of them. We gotta wait out the hint for the hello, and I don't want to watch it again. I don't know what they're looking for. I thought it would be the shaky loop, but he's very adamant about not talking about it, so I don't think I can do anything there. All the rest is just Hannah stuff, so we just wait things out in this game. I probably should reduce the cooldown just a smidge for these situations. Pile of ash. Does he like fire? I asked about fire. Do you like fire? Life fire.
I think fire is very primal in terms of energy.
No
Maybe
shit.
if I burn something, my days will keep rolling. Although I'm not sure you're supposed to encourage arson in these sessions, Doctor.
There you have it. Nathan is done for the day. Let's go back to a girl. How about I think Claire is how we handled things next. Okay. She is the one that deals with her, like, weird husband who she stabbed. And apparently she sees things, but she didn't talk about it.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
How did your parents die?
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
It's not really... How did they get poisoned? That's not really an answer. I mean, okay, I'm your therapist, tell me.
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died.
There's... I don't know how deep I want to get about that. Did your parents commit suicide? No. Are you glad you didn't die? Your parents died in the lake house.
I stood for a while, looking across the water.
That's not what I asked.
It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
Who was the girl?
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
Yes, of course you can talk to her.
Good. It felt nice. I felt like I was being nice. I felt human. So I can find her and talk to her again, Doctor?
Yes, you can talk to her. Yes, you can find her.
Then I will. I'll look for her next time I'm there.
Was the girl real? No, okay.
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad.
Sad.
I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special.
Why was the girl sad?
David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
Ooh. I see. What kind of skins?
Animal skins. David hunts, then skins. It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them. I'm sure he'll get better with practice.
Wonderful. What did you and the girl talk about? Damn it. What was... Nope. What was this?
David had been hunting again, and...
Oh, David. Who is David?
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing.
Ooh, did David take the spare? Where was the spare? Where was David?
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go
didn't
inside.
see him.
I forgot my key, and the spare was missing.
Why didn't you see David? Okay.
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children.
Okay, why was the girl special?
I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me. I spent a lot of time alone as a child. She said she was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the water.
Was it a deep one? No. What kind of creature? What kind of creature?
I don't know. Minnows, probably. Everything's strange when you're a child.
No. 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 Let's get a hint. Did you see Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day?
The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him.
I see. What were you doing on Valentine's Day? How did your session go?
Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be
Nice.
taking it to the grave with me, though. As the tea.
What? What? That's orange?
Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though.
What kind of offer?
Dr. Dekker was more animated that day. Excited, even. He talked a lot.
Talked about what? Why was he animated?
Instead of his usual sarcasm and rebuttals, he seemed genuinely excited. Presumably, he had a date.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's what... Carbon monoxide poisoning?
I'm not sure. It was a faulty boiler, I think.
Okay. So that leaves us with the... That leaves us with a bunch.
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Friend?
I don't remember my friend's name. She was a girl from my school. Vicky? Charlotte? It's not really important.
It is very important. Okay, that's fine.
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
Where did the girl come from?
She lives on the other side of the lake. She must be new. I haven't seen her there before.
Okay, fair enough.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today.
Parents' death.
I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
Parents' death? Lake house? I don't know. I don't know what they want from me. I wonder if the key is significant. Where's the key?
I'm sure I had a spare key for the lake house, but I can't find it anywhere. I don't really need one if David is around.
Yeah, well... He's not around, is he? Is he?
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Why couldn't your... Well, carbon monoxide poisoning. I mean, from the way it's the sound of it, it was like a sudden thing. Right? It wasn't like 3 weeks of slow carbon monoxide poisoning. Because she says if she was there that night, she would have died as well. So it was like a sudden thing that they were like locked in. Or something. So... How... why couldn't your parents escape? I don't know. Shit. There's something there. Let's lower the cooldown. Because, you know, there's really... It's better to lower it rather than me sit here for, like, however long just to wait for the thing to run out. What? It reset it? Bullshit. Okay. It's gotta be... She isn't talking about David at all. Why was David not at the lake house? Where is David? David, lake house, parents, death, boiler, anniversary.
It was 12 years ago.
Boom!
I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan anyway. I had to toughen up quickly.
Okay. Toughen up.
I was a young woman in possession of an enormous fortune. Lots of people, lots of men, saw that as an opportunity.
Did David see it as an opportunity?
Some tried to seduce me. Some thought I wanted a new daddy. Most of them were the same age as my parents. And yet I'm the one here talking to you.
See.
I was a young woman in possession of an enormous fortune. Lots of people, lots of men, saw that as an opportunity.
Okay. Well, shit. How did you meet David?
Met isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles. You tend to see the same faces.
Okay, what kind of circles?
I don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine.
What? Parents, friends? What?
I don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine.
Those people? What kind of people? Fuck. Okay, do you love your husband? I would assume so.
Love? Yes. I suppose I always will.
Is David real? Does David exist? Damn it. We're just...
I was a young woman in possession of an enormous fortune. Lots of people.
We're just getting, like, more green things that we have to solve rather than really getting anywhere. Saw it as an opportunity. We already asked about an opportunity. Young woman, money, fortune, friends. No. Men. Okay. Oh, I didn't even... I thought I did ask about... Oh, Valentine's night. I asked about Valentine's Day. What were you doing on Valentine's night? That's not a phrase.
Valentine's Day night,
There
I
you
was
go.
at the lake house, watching David, like I always do.
Watching him do what? Can David vouch for you? Damn it. What?
Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house, watching David, like I always do.
Watching David?
He has trouble with his mental faculties and is getting worse. Yes. I watch him and make sure nothing bad happens.
Okay, well, that solved that, but still, we've got troubles. Okay, so we still got this hello.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today.
Okay, your parents died on Valentine's Day. I feel like that's an interesting question.
It's
Apparently
the anniversary of my
not.
parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway.
Where do you live? You don't live at the lake house. I feel like that's interesting. How long have you known David?
I've known David forever. It seems like he's always been in my life, one way or another.
That's weird.
It was a family friend.
Weird.
It's different now, of course, to when I first met him. I felt like he was protecting me then, watching over me. Nothing could hurt me when he was there.
David's not real. How old is David? How did David protect you? David is a ghost. No. Shit. And it's just gonna be... Okay, so that didn't even prompt everything. Anything. So...
I was a young woman in possession of an enormous fortune.
Enormous fortune? What did your... how did your parents make money?
Yes, money.
Boom.
Everybody wants it, but what use is it really? Look at me. Am I happy? Am I loved? Am I living?
I mean, that's your fault. That's not... Don't blame money for your problems. Money makes the world go round. Okay, did that solve that? I think it might have. So that was good. So from what I see, we just have two things.
They died of carbon monoxide.
Did someone poison your parents? Did someone kill your parents?
Do you think I killed my parents?
I didn't say it. I didn't say that. I didn't even... No, I don't think you killed your parents.
It's okay if you think I killed them. You wouldn't be the first to draw that conclusion. People can be so cynical. I'm used to it.
Why would people think you killed your parents? That's like a big thing. And we didn't even get a green from it.
It's the anniversary.
Okay, it's just the hello, unless there's some mystical... oh, here you go. Were you close to your parents? No.
Yes.
Oh,
okay. I loved my parents very much. They were very good parents. It was hard letting them go.
Boom. Done. Oh, okay. Then we've got Mr. Bryce, who is the grave digger, who has the extra hour, the 25th hour every day, where time stops. And he took a picture with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. No, I wanted to take a picture. Okay. Hello.
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me. I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
Here we go. Out of control.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
I would take a picture with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Okay. Does he actually want me to answer it? That's pretty vague. I would probably just play more video games.
Moving things around and hiding things was amusing
Okay.
at first, when everyone was frozen. Some people would faint when things appeared from midair. Others would cry. Others just thought that it was there all the time and that their mind was playing tricks on them. It got boring fast, though.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, wait, here we go. Maybe I should suggest things he might have done to gain his trust. I wonder if he's stolen anything or spied on anyone or helped anyone. Maybe I would steal stuff.
Yes, I would steal too. And I have stolen. I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere. But I've stolen bigger things.
Ooh, bigger things?
From stealing milk, I moved on to petrol. From petrol, well, all those supermarkets have all kinds of electricals, so I've stolen quite a lot of that. I'm not proud. I think I've been doing it because I can. To prove to myself either way, my extra hour is actually real.
I mean, let's be honest. You know, if you've got an hour where no one knows anything about what you've done and you're completely free from any legal or whatever entanglements, I think we'd all be a little surprised about what we do. What was the other thing? Stealing, helping, spied. Ugh. Maybe I would spy on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like naked. So 1 hour, I broke into her house. She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and...
And what? What did you do next? You took off her clothes? What do you want me to ask here? What happened after you took off her clothes? I just love the fact that this text is over here on this side.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother.
Is she hot? I don't want to move on. We have a line of questioning here. You saw her naked. Did you put her clothes back on? Alright, maybe I would help people. Yeah, right.
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
Well, first of all, you put him on a bus? He's a criminal. Like, tie him up and wait and then call the police. Like, what? Oh, okay, you naughty criminal. Get on this bus and get away from here. But you better not try this again. A picture? You took her picture? Whoa, picture. Why did you take her picture? You're a piece of shit, man. I want you out of my office. Do you know anything more about Dr. Dekker?
I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker. I helped carry his coffin to the burial site. Do you know what? It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. Why do you think that is?
Ooh. Ooh. Where is Dr. Dekker's body? Oh, part-timer. What happened to Dr. Dekker's body? It's the same question. It's just... Do you want me to answer that? God. Why do I think there would not be a body in the coffin? The police have his body. They never found a body, but we already know that they did, so that's not it. They didn't find his whole body. Where were you on Valentine's Day?
I spent most of Valentine's Day at the art gallery. Well, the evening part, anyway. They had a display with the theme, Love Conquers All. I didn't get most of the paintings, but they were well done.
Okay, let's go back to this.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen?
Oh.
Go to a fairground?
Fairground?
Ha! That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
Maybe I would do nothing. Maybe I would kill people.
I don't think you would, Doctor.
No.
I don't think I would either.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Dekker's coffin was empty?
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
Decoy?
I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else, or cremated. Somebody somewhere didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
I don't care whether I'm buried or cremated. I have to pick one? Come on. I would prefer to be cremated.
That's a good choice, Doctor. Less work for me.
All right, there you have it. Why would somebody not want Dr. Dekker's body in the ground? Can he see something behind me? Is he looking? How? What? Can you see something?
Possibly a relative of yours. Possibly a patient that died here. I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything.
You can see dead people?
When you work in a graveyard, you see a lot of strange things. I'm not sure if they're real, or whether I think they're real, or which is worse.
Thinking they're real is worse.
Thinking I had an extra hour at the end of each day did become real for me, Doctor. Maybe Dekker was a genie, and he could grant wishes. Maybe he wished himself dead. I don't know.
Why would someone... Well, that's a stupid question. Okay. That was sort of a tangent. Are ghosts real?
You're laughing at me, aren't you? I said I wasn't sure if they were real.
Okay, calm down, man. Why would Dr. Dekker fake a burial? No. Oh, yeah. What did you do after you took off Jessica's clothes?
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
Yes, it's wrong.
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Dekker. He made me this way. It's all his fault.
How is it Dr. Dekker's fault?
Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while. Then Dr. Dekker changed.
Oh. How did Dr. Dekker change?
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice...
What advice did he give you?
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
If someone was like, hey, think of a magical way for you to get more time, I would think, okay, I can stop time at will and restart it whenever I want. Like, I wouldn't think, oh, I want a 25th hour. Because, I mean, isn't that always, it's at midnight. Like, that's not always a good time. I don't want to always stop time at midnight. It's always dark. I'd have to travel, like, across the world for it to not be dark. It would just be... And I don't even know how that works with time zones. I don't know. It's probably always midnight. So it's always dark. It's shit. You're shit. Anyways. Let's keep going. What picture did you take of the woman whose purse was snatched? Jesus.
I took a picture after
Yes.
undressing her.
Yes.
I put her clothes back on before time resumed.
Well, of course.
To be honest, there wasn't much to take off and put on. Do you know what kind of girls walk around at midnight, Doctor?
No, I don't. Okay.
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again.
Can I see the pictures? No. Remind yourself? No. Hint? No. Soon, though. I destroy something. Maybe I destroy something.
Yes, I suppose I've destroyed a few things whilst in the hour.
I wouldn't do that.
You can be the perfect supervillain. Nobody knows it was you.
You can be a villain. In an hour, I don't know if you could be a super villain. Maybe. Maybe. It would require multiple nights. And it would require, like, nuclear launch codes. I don't know, things like that. And, you know, it's sort of unclear as to why people stop, but electronics keep working. But then how does that work with clocks? It's really... I don't know how this all works. Until I see some pictures. This dude's a loony. I want to see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and some naked Jessica, and then we'll talk. Maybe Dr. Dekker's coffin contained ashes.
I'm a bit of a professional at this grave-filling business, Doctor. I know a decoy coffin when I handle one.
There's actually a topic that came up in Godbound the other day. Was like, how much weight is lost when you burn something. You know, like when you burn a human into ash, like how much does the ash weigh afterwards compared to what they weighed before? That's not something I ever thought I'd wonder about, but here we are.
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice...
why did not want to know about his patients?
Therapists are supposed to help you. For whatever reason, Dr. Dekker had given up the desire to cure my mind, and instead wanted to make me more unstable.
Okay. Well, I'm here to fix that. You live on your own. Of course he does. He's a loony.
I live on my own. Occasionally I visit my father. He's in sheltered housing. Dementia.
Okay, what else we got? Oh, yeah.
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked.
Yeah.
When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
Was Jessica hot? No. Why would you strip her again? No. Jessica stripped naked pictures.
I can't
Boom.
delete them. I don't know why.
You know why.
I haven't shown them to anyone else.
Until
You
today.
want to see them, Doctor?
Yes. Yes, I want to see them desperately, despite the internet existing.
If you want to see those photos, you're as sick as I am.
No. I don't know, man. I think there's a little bit of difference here between us. Don't jump to these comparisons. You did it. Okay. I don't see an asterisk. That means we need to ask something unrelated to any of this. That's where the hints come in. Why? Whoops. Why didn't you stop seeing Dr. Dekker?
Because you have to hope, don't you, Doctor?
There's like
It's only
30
the power
billion
of hindsight that
psychiatrists.
made me realize how toxic it all was. And after a point, you go too far to be able to come back anyway.
There you have it. Done and done. All right, we got 3 done this time. That's not too shabby. We've got 4 more to go, although a couple of them are already at orange alert, so not too big of a deal, I think. But we're clipping along. We are at 31%. Pretty good. Jumped up 10%. Alrighty then. The weirdness continues. I don't think there's any nudity in this game, though, so sorry. But my name is Mangg. Game you're watching has been The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.